Welcome to Tribal Review. The fall musical opens next week and we will meet some of the cast and crew.
Also on the broadcast, we'll get to know one of the girls' varsity tennis players. All this and more coming up on today's show. Hey, Fort Osage High School, I'm Grayson Harvey. Today is Veterans Day, so thank a veteran for his service, for his duty to his country.
And I'm Carly Graff. Today is November 11th, 2016, and here are some of the interesting news stories for this week. A slithery snake briefly sparked panic on an Aero-Mexico flight bound for Mexico City when it started crawling out of the overhead bins. The wiggly green reptile precariously hung between the plane's ceiling and wall before nearly dropping down to join its passengers. The airline said the flight, which originated in Toronto, was given priority landing in Mexico City, where workers secured the reptile. An investigation into how the snake got on board the plane is reportedly underway.
When officers detained a wanted woman in Brisbane, Australia recently, they were stunned to find that she was carrying a koala in her canvas bag. Animal welfare workers from the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Queensland, arrived on the scene to collect the creature. Koalas are protected in Australia by the Nature Conservation Act. Police have not revealed what crimes the woman was wanted for, nor if she will face any further charges following the koala incident. The fall musical at the Wizard of Oz opens November 17th in the PAC. Madeline Webb visited the cast and crew members to get a behind-the-scenes look at the show.
The theater department is performing The Wizard of Oz for this year's fall musical. Student director Breck Wiley explains the steampunk aspect of the production.
Like the original style and in the era that Wizard of Oz is from, it's kind of a little bit more modern. Steampunk's kind of hard to explain, but it's mainly like, think gears and wires and stuff like that. And it's like technology, but it's still kind of older, like rustic.
Breck thinks the audience will be most excited for the talent and enthusiasm of the actors.
What I think people can look forward to most with this production is the spin that we have on it with the steampunk. It might be something they haven't seen before. We have amazing leads this year. They've impressed me so much. They got off book quickly and things like that, and so I think they're going to be well prepared. And everyone here this year just really wants to be here, and so I think that's what you can look forward to most, is seeing a production that people care about putting on.
Jessica Perry plays the lead, Dorothy, in this year's production. She enjoys the innocence of Dorothy's character.
It's just different to play more of a childlike character.
Jessica looks forward to performing in front of an audience.
Performing, we're wrapping it up, and it's going to be exciting to get it on stage.
Jessica's favorite scenes include The Wicked Witch of the West.
My favorite scene would probably be anything with the witch. I obviously get captured, and so that's just cool.
Caroline Leeper plays the Wicked Witch of the West. Her favorite part of this character is the amount of yelling she does.
My favorite part about this character is that I get to yell a lot, and I really like yelling.
Caroline enjoys building chemistry with her fellow cast members.
We have a lot of talent in our cast, and I like seeing how that mingles and how we can really work together and build that chemistry.
Caroline thinks the audience can look forward to the unique special effects the musical has.
We have some very unique stage effects. Like, for me, there will be some explosions. There's a part where I get to shoot fire from my hands. And our Glinda, to look more graceful, is riding a hoverboard.
The musical runs November 17th through 19th. The show starts at 7 p.m. in the PAC at the high school. Admission is $8 for adults, $5 for students. I hope to see everybody out there. Reporting for Tribal Review, I'm Madeline Webb.
Toscanos is the best place to get an upscale Italian dining experience with a hometown feel. Start out with enjoying delicious warm bread while the cooks prepare your entree to be served to you fresh. Toscanos offers a vast menu of pizzas, pastas, salads, and more. They offer carryout and can cater to any event. Let Kirk and John give you a taste of Little Italy at Toscanos, located at 312 South Hudson Street in Buckner.
Welcome back. The girls' tennis season ended last month, but before it was over, KFOI sports reporter Josh Smith sat down with Michelle Anderson to find out why she loves the sport.
Michelle tries hard in school to not fall behind, so she can stay on the court.
You have to try hard not to fall behind.
Nicole finds Michelle as a good leader because she gives tips and tricks to teammates.
I consider Michelle a leader because she tries to help other people on the team.
Elsie likes playing with Michelle due to her fairness in the match.
She plays very fair. She's very generous with her line calls.
Michelle Anderson has made a big impact on the tennis team. I'm Josh Smith signing off for KFY Sports.
Thanks, Josh. We'll be back in a moment with the Kansas City Sports Report.
Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time. Choose from a variety of fresh, great-tasting foods and custards to be prepared by their friendly staff. Let Culver's welcome you to deliciousness. As Craig Culver has said, every guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
Kirsten Tyler is here with us now with this week's Kansas City Sports Report.
Thanks, Grayson. Royals catcher Salvador Perez won his 4th straight American League Rawlings Gold Glove Award. Perez thought that his 4th Golden Glove was his best. Royals baseman Eric Hosmer had won 3 Golden Gloves, was the finalist, but did not win. The Missouri Mavericks will be holding their Education Day game on Tuesday, November 15th, and will take on the Allen Americans. The Mavericks will have education into every element of the game. Students who come out will learn all school subjects tailored for students grades 3 to 5. Tickets are just $13. The Kansas City Chiefs activated Justin Houston off the physically unable to perform list earlier this week. He had to be placed on the PUP list on August 30th for off-season surgery on his left knee. Return practice October 19th without clearance and is now fully cleared to play. KC Comets Brian Harris and Leo Gibson were named MASL Team of the Week after their big win against the Milwaukee Wave. Brian Harris made a season debut as a veteran defender and made a quick impact with a goal and assist. Leo Gibson is a veteran defender and was involved with 2/3 of the scores with 4 goals and 3 assists. That's it for your Kansas City Sports Report. I'm Kirsten Tyler. We'll be back with more stories on Tribal Review after these messages.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back. The school has a new service club called the Interact Club. Ariana Jackson found out what this new group is all about.
The Interact Club is sponsored by the Rotary Independence Organization. Mrs. Shropshire tells us how she and Mrs. Green starts the Interact Club.
I started Interact Club because I really felt like students didn't have an opportunity to help in the community, and I wanted Fort Osage students to have that chance.
This is the first year that the Interact Club has gotten attention from the students. Mrs. Green explains what's the Interact Club.
Interact Club is an organization for volunteer work, community service, community involvement, and I feel like it's something that is definitely a need for here at Fort Osage. There's a lot of kids that want to get involved in the community, and they just didn't really know what type of medium to go through to get involved, so Interact gives them that opportunity.
Interact Club will help the school because it brings attention that we do need to give back to our community. Not only that, but like the more we help, like the better we are all together. Because if that's doing better, then we're doing better in the end.
This is the second club of this school year. I am Ariana Jackson, for Travel Review.
Thanks, Ariana. We'll be back with your entertainment news in just a bit.
Toscano's is the best place to get a delicious Italian pizza. Choose your dough, sauce, and toppings to be wood-fired and served to you fresh. Let John and Kirk give you a taste of Little Italy at Toscano's, located at 312 South Hudson Street in Buckner.
Now here's your entertainment news from Chris Martin.
Thanks, Carly. The movie Almost Christmas opens in the theaters November 11th. The PG-13 rated movie is about an African-American widower played by Danny Glover, who asked his family to join him for their first Christmas since his wife passed away. However, having all of them under one roof leads to a number of personal confrontations as secrets are revealed and marriages are tested. The comedy runs 1 hour 52 minutes. Nintendo is re-releasing its first ever game console, the original NES. It is a remake of the 1985 original, but features wireless controllers. This one is half the weight of the original and so compact adults could easily palm it, put it in a backpack, and take it and 2 controllers anywhere. The system comes with 30 games like Super Mario Bros., Kirby, Mega Man, Final Fantasy, Donkey Kong, and Zelda. This very compact novelty console, 2 controllers, and the 30 games releases November 11th and sells for $60. That's it for entertainment. I'm Chris Martin.
Thanks, Chris. This week's Tom Talk features students telling us what they binge watch and why. KFOY's Amanda Shapley, Madison Hanson, Cassandra Ritchie, and Brianna Reeve captured your thoughts on the subject.
Everybody has a favorite show. I went out and asked some students what their favorite show was to binge watch and why.
I binge watch Grey's Anatomy because the story plot is really interesting and I just like the actors and actresses.
I binge watch Criminal Minds because that's what my sister watches.
Marvel's Luke Cage on Netflix because I like the action and I think it's a pretty cool show.
I watched The Walking Dead recently just to catch up on the recent series, and I like the action.
Shameless because it is such a good show and it's just hilarious.
Watch Supernatural because it's a couple of dudes just fighting demons and that's super awesome.
Big Bang Theory just because it has some good stuff in it and I find it quite hilarious sometimes.
I binge watch Vampire Diaries because my friend got me hooked on it. Reporting for Travel Review, Cassandra Ritchie, Amanda Shapley, Madison Hanson, and I'm Brianna Reeve.
That's it for this week on Travel Review. I'm Grayson Harvey.
And I'm Carly Graff. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.